follow my lead. We on the road to achieve
Success will settle for less.
No need.
If you could dream, you can achieve what you believe.
On our body crew, I'm checking in again. Today I'm going to be answering the question on what are the best exercises that you need to do in order to get big arms. First of all, I'll say this: the triceps is definitely the muscle that you want to start off with first. That has 3 heads. Typically, I would say you can go with some isolation movements, but you probably want to go with something like a dip, weighted dip. If you can't do a weighted dip, then at least do body weight dips. Or you could do something like a close grip bench press. I found that those things work extremely well for me. So from an anecdotal point of view, that was really well, but also from a scientific point of view, that's actually the best way to go for tricep development. All right, now the thing is, you won't really develop too much of the long head. The long head is the head that rests like right around here on the inside. The lateral head is right here, right, and the medial head is like right around there. Do a lot of like tricep extensions that where your shoulder actually goes into extension, right? This is extension, that's flexion. So when your shoulder goes into extension, that stretches the long head of the tricep so that you can get maximal development for your triceps. So you could do like lying tricep exercise extension, do something like with an easy curl bar. Like I've done plenty of videos where you see me doing a lot of easy curl bar lying tricep extensions. So lying tricep extensions for the long head, then do something like a weighted dip to develop the rest of the heads in your triceps. Or like I said again, close grip bench press. That's also an excellent exercise. Or you could also do a floor press. I've done a couple videos where you see me doing floor presses because I'm trying to put a lot of thickness on my triceps. A lot of times the benefit with that is that when you come down, you can't use momentum. You have to allow it to rest right there on the floor and then explode up. So it's just all tricep and chest. You know, excellent exercise for your triceps. Now, as we move towards the biceps, I know a lot of people are going to go towards the barbell curl. That's what they think is the #1 answer, but it's actually not. My #1 answer is always going to be weighted chin-ups. It will always be weighted chin-ups. Let's take, for example, let's say you're 150 pounds, right? You're 150 pounds and you're able to take 45 pounds and crank out, what, like 10 reps on the chin-up, weighted chin-up, right? So the 45 pounds plus your weight, that's 195 pounds. Now, I seriously doubt you'd be able to do a curl with 195 pounds. So hopefully you kind of see where I'm going with this. With the chin up, you can always overload a lot more weight on your biceps. You really can't do that with the barbell curl because a lot of times your form will start to break down. And once form starts to break down, you're really not getting too much bang for your buck. You start swinging, cheating, doing stuff like that. Not to say it doesn't have its place, but within the right context sometimes. You know what I mean? Every single time that you're hitting arms, swinging and cheating, that's not going to be the way to go when you're trying to get big arms, all right? So your main focus needs to be to try to add as much weight as you can to the weighted chin-up. Use that as your arsenal. I'm trying to tell you, like, that will explode your biceps. Not to say that you can't do a few isolation movements, like I know the dumbbell alternating curl is cool, dumbbell preacher curl is cool, but all those things come second to the weighted chin-up. The weighted chin-up will always put the most mass on your arms. All right, so to recap, weighted chin-up for your biceps, right? For your triceps, you want to do weighted dips, or you want to do a close grip bench press, or a floor press, and also want to do some kind of lying tricep extension with shoulder extension, excuse me. And that will maximally develop your triceps and your biceps. Now, there's another thing I want to talk about, and that's the genetic component to this. You really need to make sure that you be realistic with yourself. Some people out there, they have the genetics for us, because honestly, what it all comes down to is you got to have the right genetics to do this. right? You gotta have full muscle bellies. What is that? Short insertion points, muscle fiber distribution. So you need to have full muscle bellies. Muscle fiber distribution needs to be mainly type 2. Those people primarily will be able to build big arms much faster. Now, people who genetically just don't have it, you might want to try to direct your attention elsewhere too much. Not to say that you can't make your biceps bigger, but be within reason. I mean, we're all blessed with different things. Some people have big shoulders, some people have big shoulders, back, and legs. You know, you gotta kind of accept some things for what they are. There's some people who have big forearms and calf muscles naturally, and we know majority of the population usually have type 1 fibers, muscle fibers in their calves and their forearms. So naturally is a very hard muscle to build. But some people automatically are just able to like explode their forearms and their calf muscles. Well, it's the same thing with your arms. There's a huge genetic component with it. And so if you have full muscle bellies, if you have mainly the type 2 muscle fiber distribution, short insertion points, 9 times out of 10 you'll be able to follow the advice that I'm telling you and be able to get amazing results from it. Always use progressive overload as your arsenal, because that's what you need no matter what. You can progress it from week to week, from workout to workout in the beginning, because it should come fairly easy to you, and then as you start to get closer and closer to where you're plateauing, then you want to start to further the rate of progression. So instead of going from workout to workout, go from week to week, or maybe go every other week or every 3 weeks or every month until you build up enough workload to keep progressing. So once again, those are the exercises that I recommend for wanting to build big arms. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will be coming at y'all again soon. Take it easy, IB crew. Peace.